Welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you is the right time. Just keep in mind, it is a general reading, so see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully bring you clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could change your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself that divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start today with the Career and Life Oracle cards. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective. What would be helpful? Opening message, please, and thank you. Oh, you're manifesting. Look at you with your peacock wings. So with the peacock wings, they always make me think of eyes. So maybe many eyes are on you right now. You could also have your eyes on not just one thing you're manifesting or not just one opportunity, but sort of an abundance of them. You have the power to manifest what you want. It's telling you the extra message is start by writing it down. Write down your intentions and then take inspired action to make it happen. So for some of you, you have something that you've been thinking about for a long time and it's in the mind. It's in the mind. Maybe even a conversation you've had with one person or a couple people, but you've never really started to put something into action. So once you take the energy of thoughts, words, conversation, ideas, and write it down, you've already started that manifestation process to unfold. Sometimes it's just you seeing something in your conscious, bringing it out of your unconscious for some of you. If you do writing, maybe some of you need to even write where you just don't even pick up your pen. Just keep writing. See what comes out. I feel like some of you are going to maybe see the bigger picture or how something connects. I'm also getting that many of you have more than one idea, like different ideas that you have that you can somehow bring all together in one project or one area. I don't know. I actually see it like a lot of little dots in different colors, like little different light bulb ideas, but then I see the lines connecting them all. So maybe it starts with one of those ideas and connects you to another, and that connects you to another. But I feel like for some of you, you are comboing a lot together, but maybe you just have to organize yourself by seeing it on paper first. Maybe it is a very organized plan for some of you. It could be a business plan, a proposition, an outline, something like that. I feel like some of you maybe want to write a book. Maybe it starts with the title. Maybe you have, the basic summary of what's going to happen. But I do see something starting to flow a lot faster once you just sort of don't get in your own way. Just keep writing. Get it all out there. And then I feel like some of you need to go back and then do some organization. Then go back to the details. So that's kind of a cool place to start. All right, let's get another message from the same deck. It is the energy of the Magician with that manifesting. Clarity for the collective. What else would be helpful on making it happen? Being inspired and writing down your intentions. I feel like some of you know this is something you were meant to do. You have something that is definitely budding. So maybe it's just that little idea. Maybe something has been growing some roots. It's sort of been under the ground, under the surface, in the subconscious. Maybe it wasn't the right season. And I feel like now something is starting to really sprout out and ready to blossom. It's accessing greater prosperity, and that's opening up to you slowly. It's opening up as it should. It's not a forceful approach or too much that you can't handle. I don't see that it's like too much at once. I feel like just the right amount of manifesting and prosperity coming in. I feel like it's a really nice flow, a really nice pace. You are growing as you are learning. That is a magician energy. The magician figures it out along the way. Trial and error. This didn't work. Maybe you have to throw something else in here. Oh, that's just perfect, but this has to be tweaked. It's that constant reevaluation and flexibility with what you're creating. And you're going to get, you're going to learn more and more, and you're going to keep expanding. So you are going to keep growing. And with that expansive energy, that makes me think of branching out. More people that are going to be helpful to you. Maybe you work with customers. For some of you, maybe if you do something, I'm seeing like if you have something you sell or you offer, maybe in your town or your city, I see that growing. Like you know, when you have a chain, like you have a restaurant and then you have another one. So maybe it's like this name's the restaurant's name too, or maybe it is an actual chain. Maybe you work in a chain restaurant or store or something like that. But I feel this is your energy. And for some of you, if you are branching out like that, it might mean that you have a worldwide customer base or platform to work with. So that always makes me think of doing something online. But some of you could actually do some physical traveling as well. Let's get one more from the career and life. What would be helpful for the collective? That one's stuck in my hand. So I guess you are getting illumination. You're getting divine guidance on which way to go. Also, it makes me, I just keep hearing something is in your subconscious. So I feel like some of you have an idea that's going to come to the forefront. Almost like a little divine whisper you are meant to have. But these could be little ideas you kept in your mind. And now that jar is going to open up and you're going to let something go and grow. It's illumination. It's something hidden that's coming to light now. You'll find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. You have more than one. It's also someone that comes in and lends you a helping hand. I'm seeing maybe it's one person in particular gets you a job, gets the interview, or has the right information to help you do something. But with all I see is all eyes are going to be on you in a very good way. Like awestruck, maybe by how much you're going to be manifesting or already are, how far you've come. Maybe somebody hasn't even, like people haven't even seen all the work you've done so far or all the work you're going to be doing behind the scenes. I feel like they're just gonna almost like see that final outcome and not know how you did something. I hope that made sense. Let's go to this one. I did bring the place today. These are a little strange, but I kind of like that they bring interesting messages that always seem kind of personal. But I feel like it is for smaller groups. So let's do the place oracle. Let's just see what comes out. What are a few places of prominence that would be helpful for the collective right now, please and thank you. Yeah, they're so random. The post office. So, I mean, maybe there's something important you've had on the shelf or you're supposed to be mailing out. Perhaps don't procrastinate on that bill or that letter or that thing that you're submitting, the resume. Maybe for some of you, this is even something handwritten. I do see you writing something by hand. That could even be a cover letter instead of being so formal. Maybe some of you are doing something sort of by hand and making it more personal. Maybe you're also waiting for something to arrive via snail mail. But that could also just be an energy thing. Something had to like hit a lot of different locations before it got on the truck to come to you. So maybe some of you are expecting something to arrive from far away. I just thought, what's that song? Too far away from me to hold, too far away. I have no idea who sings that. Mail delivery, written correspondence, package tracking. I am getting the little extra message for some of you. If you are sending something of importance, get the tracking number, keep it somewhere safe. Also, if you're sending something, get the proper insurance, just in case something gets lost. Maybe some of you even work in a post office, or you do mail delivery, FedEx, UPS. I just saw one of those, like, when you get the text that comes through and it's like, your package has arrived. So I feel like some of you are going to, like, you've been waiting for that. Like, I see somebody running to the mailbox, very excited. So, all right, let's get another one. Clarity on post office, please. And a coffee house. I feel like this is a common message that comes through in this deck for you guys. So maybe you really like coffee, or you've been thinking about opening something like a coffee house. You work in a coffee house. It could be something like small and local, or it could be a chain. Like, I won't mention any of the chain names, but something like that. Coffee, tea, artisanal brews, and pastry indulgence. I see cookies. Maybe some of you are really good with baking, and it's even a business that you can start. Like, I don't know, I see like a birthday, maybe an anniversary, a wedding. Like, I see names on cookies. So not like really, even though cookies can be really pretty and have, cool designs and everything, I feel like it's something like personalized cookies. That's sort of what I see. The coffee. I also feel like some of you need to get up a little bit earlier and get something done early in the morning. I don't know if that's just a change in your schedule or something you need to tweak. And I also see for some of you, I don't know, I see a business. I feel like for some of you, you want to have a business like this somehow, like as the owner. So maybe that has to do with your dreams manifesting, the right people helping you, the business plan to get a loan, or to get the right investors. I feel like if you are looking for a property with your business or business to be, and it doesn't have to be a coffee house. Actually, in my mind, just saw a preschool. Oh, that gave me goosies. So maybe you do something like a preschool. Oh, that was the big goosies down my legs. I wish you could see like the goosies on my legs. My hair stands up. But it doesn't matter. Whatever business it is, and it's like it has a location, I feel like you're gonna find the perfect location. I feel like for some of you, it looks like it should be that location, and it's the perfect place with foot traffic and, business. And I feel like for others, you're altering something. So maybe it was something completely different. It was a store and you're making it something else. Or, I don't know, I just saw a bowling alley. Bowling alley becomes something else. Like something like that. Like you take a space that it wasn't that space at all that you are going to make it into, and you do like a total revamp and you make something work. But I do see a lot of work needing to be put into it. I hope that was helpful. Let's get another message. Also, I see for some of you, this is really simple. Like those dreams that you are starting to manifest, and that, you know, that beginning of you writing something down, I actually see a few people just sitting in a coffee shop. So maybe it, you know, maybe it's more comfortable than home. Kind of just doing something. I just see you kind of by yourself in your own little zone, writing something down. Maybe that's that birthplace of a dream. Let's get one more. So we have 3 and 3. One more message to be helpful for the collective right now. Please and thank you. A church. It was a beautiful church. Look at these amazing stained glass windows. Maybe some of you are doing something in church. I actually see a choir director, or maybe you're singing in a choir. It could be you find the right church. For some of you, that if some of you are getting married, I sort of see a wedding. You could be attending a wedding, or maybe you find a church or a place of worship where you feel invited and comfortable and uplifted and elevated, and it's like a really beautiful community for some of you. It's a spiritual sanctuary, and it's sacred architecture. I also see some of you traveling to see one of those really amazing old cathedrals. The architecture in those is so breathtaking. It's also, I hear acoustics. Like when I think of those amazing Renaissance churches, the acoustics are so amazing. It just made me think of the Tori Amos album. I think it's, and that's giving me goosies. There's an album she did called, I think it's the Boys for Pele album, but I'm pretty sure she recorded it in a church because the acoustics were just so amazing. The acoustics sometimes in, even it doesn't have to be a church, a temple, a synagogue. It could be a church in a mall. I don't think it's about necessarily the architecture. It is about the energy, though. I just thought of Take Me to Church. That's such a sassy song. But maybe for some of you, it's not about the place. Maybe it's about the communion you are having, maybe with the right group, but I feel like it's the communion and the direct connection you are having to the highest of the high, the divine God source, spiritual energy, and really starting to tap into that, because I'm hearing your body is a temple. So I do feel like some of you maybe are getting some like downloads, goosey, zapparoos energy that you feel, but also spiritual downloads in your mind that are coming to you. So you receive the guidance you need, but I'm also getting that you are gaining new clarity on a direction you need to go. Also with the body, maybe some of you are doing something different in your habits, the way you're eating, exercise, rest for some of you. It's about balance, but I feel like some of you are recognizing how important your body is. Treat it well. Treat your body good. I see like, I just keep hearing a diet. So maybe some of you are making some tweaks in your diet or changing something in your diet, getting a little bit healthier. But I see like this, I see the church window, and I feel like it makes me think of all the colors of the chakra system. So maybe some of you are even getting some healing or chakra like cleansing, but I see, even if it's not something you go to get, somehow your chakras all really moving pretty good, pretty fast and expanding. I just see all the colors moving. So maybe there was a block some of you had, and that perfect thing you need, whatever it is from whatever is blocked, comes through and heals. I mean, I know I did a little video a long time ago, but I had my I felt like healing, you know, from losing my father. I just, my throat chakra just blocked. And when I started to sing jazz, it like burst open out of nowhere. It like everything started a moving again. And I didn't know that that would happen, nor that I would start to, you know, do the readings again. But I definitely was getting downloads as it kept coming through. And I was like, I don't know. It's been so long. I don't know if I can do it again. And one day it was like a big burst-a-roo that I had in my body. And I was like, all right, you know what? Let me just sit down and try. Just turn it on. And here we are. So listen to it. Listen to that calling. And you don't know, you know, everyone has different things that they may be blocked with from life, circumstances. And there are, you know, it's like you get just the right, not really, I guess it could be like a catalyst, but like just the right vibrational burst of something that will be healing to you in whatever it is you need to get things a-flowing again. I hope that made sense. I can only take from my personal experiences, but I hope that when I bring a personal experience through, it helps you understand how something can happen where you don't really expect, and that wasn't really the intention of it, but it actually brings a lot of healing somewhere else. And when you get to that somewhere else and you get the urge that you have to go down a certain road, just follow it, especially if you're doing something where it just brings you joy. It just makes you happy to get to do it. And then just allow the doors to open up and trust. I hope that's helpful for you guys. So now I want to get a spirit message. Let's do a spirit message and dive on into the tarot. What would be helpful as a message on post office, coffee house, church, manifesting, unfolding, and illumination? I just thought of in your eyes. Is that Peter Gabriel? Maybe there's something about your eyes. Somebody else's eyes. There's like a line in that about like 1,000,000 churches or something like that. Maybe I'll find the, maybe I'll see if I can find the lyrics for you. Also, if you are new here, I always get a lot of music. Even when I don't, I love to share music. So if you always look in the description, there's a musical playlist for the daily readings and a link you can hear all the songs. Click on one that kind of calls to you. Enjoy the music, but I find that a lot of times the lyrics, the energy of the song, sometimes even just the video has extra messages that correlate and resonate to the reading, or maybe just a little extra bonus message and energy. So feel free to click below and take a look at the music. And it says, gotta get my readers, find ways to fill your cup. That's when you're following your heart. That's when you're following your joy. Follow your heart and always trust your intuition. It always feels loving. It always feels gentle. It's more like a whisper, not a big push, because you always have the free will to listen or not. Go deep within. Find your triggers and address them one by one. Self-healing is the best healing. Only then can you offer the best version of yourself. So if there's anything that feels like it's a deep wound, anything you went through, or a lot of emotion that you're feeling now, allow it to work through you. Address it, look at it, see how it makes you feel, what you learned because of that experience, how you would do things differently, what you want to do for the future. Look at it all. You know, don't tuck it away, because then it's that energy of that ball you push into the water and it pops up when you don't expect it, or it slips out at the wrong time. You taking a hold of yourself, I'm getting that's why some of you also need to write down. Like, don't stop writing. I feel like a lot of like energy or thoughts or feelings that might be tucked away in the old subconscious might come out, and it will be just really healing to look at it, especially if it's something you didn't want to face. But if any of you are doing the dark night of the soul, I mean, that's really when you are down, you know, at the bottom and you have nowhere left to turn than God, than source, than looking for that light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like for some of you, you're not just gonna like slowly crawl out of that tunnel. You're gonna shoot out like a shooting star, like really fast. Something can heal. And I do feel like you want to offer the best version of yourself, but the changes start in you. You have to want and desire and have the willpower and the strength to change. So let's go to the tarot. This is the Tarot of the Longest Dream. It feels right. Maybe some of you have been dreaming of something for a very long time, and it is now, I actually heard due time really loud. It is due time to start to take action, to manifest something that is supposed to be a destiny energy in your life. Really tap into your potential, or your capabilities, but I want to say talents. But I feel like for some of you, it's something that's been like, it's rooted in your soul, and you don't even really know how. I do get that energy a lot with you guys. You don't know how good you're gonna be at something because you haven't tried it yet. But you're going to discover it, and it's going to feel amazeballs. So let's go to the tarot, get some energy flow to be helpful. What would be helpful for the collective flow of energy, guidance, direction, clarity, insight? Yeah, some of you might have felt stuck for a very long time. The Eight of Swords, it could be somebody else around you too, feeling really trapped. There's a big old opening here for this girl to just walk through. Maybe she went that way and she bumped into the sword, and she went that way and she bumped into the sword, and she's like, oh, I don't even want to move anymore. Every time I try to do something, something bumps me or gets in the way or is a block. Right now, she is blindfolded, so she can't quite see. So it is you trusting your intuition and also using all of your other senses, spiritual and physical, listening. But I'm getting mostly like feeling something. I also feel like in this card, there's somebody you can't see. And I always feel that energy when I get this one. Like there's somebody over here. Like they're like, you're hot, cold. No, turn to the side. And I feel like this person's not just blinded, but sometimes like la 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 la. I don't even, like, they don't want to hear the way through. But if there's not a helpful energy that is sort of helping guide you, it's a spiritual energy. Because even being roped up here, You got all the tools you need. You got 8 swords there that can completely, like, you know, it might take a little while to like unhinge a situation, but just get out of those ropes. Or as soon as you walk through that big space a different way, you know, hopefully you'll run into somebody that can help you untie that situation. There's a gigantic castle up there, but you're not in it. You're not up there where it's stable and solid. You're outside in the cold snow with your bare feet and a bunch of puddles. It just looks uncomfortable. But here is where you decide to change your mindset, because swords are a mental state, what you believe. That person is generally not stuck, whether that's you or someone else. They just want to believe they are, or choose to believe they are, or sometimes they are told that they are. But the truth is, they're not. There is always a different way through. There is always a way out. There is always a way to. But it might have to be that you have to change what you're focusing on to see where that opening is. But when that card is upside down, it means that somebody is ready to see a way through. Somebody doesn't want to stand out there with bare feet, wrapped up and blindfolded with a bunch of swords that are in a artificial cage anymore. So, clarity on the 8 of Swords. What we need to know to be helpful, please and thank you. Oh, wow. You have the 2 of Cups. That's such a beautiful energy. So either somebody is heading out of a situation that was really uncomfortable. Maybe somebody or people or whatever it is, or that person's own thoughts believed they couldn't have this gorgeous partnership. Maybe somebody is getting out of a sticky situation, figuring it out to head towards this 2 of Cups. Maybe somebody in this partnership is that one outside, sort of gently guiding, helping somebody out of this situation. It could also be for some of you, or someone you're connected to, that this tied situation is the upside down 2 of Cups, where something is not really working. 2 people aren't like seeing eye to eye, not feeling the same thing in their heart. Something stopped growing. One person was overgiving, or one always came with an empty cup. But I feel like whatever situation is almost done here or changing is going to lead you or someone else to this beautiful partnership that does work, that is reciprocal, where 2 people choose to be together out of love. It's also a relationship with that caduceus where there is healing. I really like the guy's boots. Also, there's a little bit of a Leo energy in that. But it looks spiritual because that lion's head has wings. I feel like somebody is waiting for somebody else to arrive, and they've waited a long time. But it has to be somebody coming because it's their true desire and willingness. There's a fountain here. So it looks like there's the potential with a partnership where it can keep filling up. Before I pull this, I gotta pause you one moment. I had to pause you to take a phone call, which I don't usually do, but I had to pick it up that time. So let's continue the reading and get a little more clarity on that 2 of Cups, please. Tell us a little more about this partnership, this potential. I feel like when the 2 of Cups comes through, it's one of my favorite cards. I feel like it's when 2 people do desire, do choose to be together, and there's that beautiful energy of falling in love. clarity on the Two of Cups, please. Wow, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe it has to do with the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. This queen is so cool because she can make beauty out of nothing. You know, I always see her as like going to, I just heard the Trading Post really loud. That was really weird. Maybe you live near something, it's called like the Trading Post. But I always see her like going to like a festival or a craft fair or an art show or the garage or a thrift shop or an antique store or something like that, and seeing so much potential in things that other people saw as junk or garbage and putting it together with such creative flair that they can usually either just make some beautiful things, create a business. This is the Queen of Abundance. She is the Queen of Manifestation. She knows how to take those beautiful ideas, the inspiration she gets, and put some hard work into it. She's not afraid to dig her hands in the dirt and use some elbow grease. I always see her as like, you know, she had to go out to the garden and she just goes out in her beautiful dress that she was gonna go out that night with and just puts on some muck boots. Like, she's sort of a dichotomy kind of energy, but she's very grounded, she's very earthy, she's very sensual. It is about touch. I said something before about it being about touch. She doesn't want to just talk about it. She wants to feel it. She wants to really appreciate all of her hard work and see what she's accomplished, what she's built, how far she's come. I feel like she's also a very good cook. Maybe you cook or you bake. We did get the cupcake or cookie thing before. Or this is somebody you're thinking about. Even the sunshine in this sort of looks like a stained glass window. Maybe you do something artistic. She looks like she's posing too. Maybe you're a model, or you think someone's so beautiful they should be a model. She's like, maybe she's also waiting or waving to someone. She has this beautiful garden behind her. Maybe pink. Someone likes to wear pink or pink shoes. This queen knows how to manifest. She knows how to build something. She can build a beautiful meal, or if she put her mind into it, probably a house, a business, whatever. She knows how to plant those seeds in the earth and have them blossom. She has the patience to get through different seasons as something grows. She can be a little bit overpowering or put too much pressure on others if she sees potential in others and she's in an upside down position, and she can kind of be a little bit like a stage mom kind of energy. Like, she recognizes that her kid can sing, but like overwhelms them with like pressure instead of just letting it go. Upright, she recognizes how each individual around her, whether it's children or just friends, has their own desires and lets them figure it out. She lets them follow their dreams. It's not about her dream. Also, she can be very materialistic upside down. She can be all about the stuff, the labels, the biggest house, the biggest TV, but that's when her energy is so concerned about how she is thought of and what's going on outside there. And, you know, I always feel like it's the one that has the biggest house or the most amazing job, but then inside, they just want to be baking cookies or do something like totally different. So upright, she follows her heart and dives into it. And usually she does more than one thing at once. I gotta pause you one more time, but we're gonna continue. And third time's the charm. So even when things like this happen in readings, I still feel like I'm tapping into the energy. So maybe there's a lot of interruptions, or, there were a lot of like stops and starts through a particular partnership or what you want to manifest or have grounded or what you're creating. But I feel like maybe the stops and the starts are part of why you or someone else is getting to see something, a different perspective, seeing a different way through. I keep hearing two. So I grabbed the Archangel Powered deck. Let's just get the overall bridge or one deeper message, extra message on Eight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Please and thank you. What is the last message? You have another two. You definitely have a partnership. At the bottom, you have your wish come true. So maybe you're hoping for someone to find their own way out of a situation, or that's you finally finding your own way out of a situation. Maybe you've always dreamt of the right partnership coming through, or healing in a partnership, or release of the wrong one. Whatever your wish is, whatever it is that you wanted to manifest, this is many coming true. Genie in a bottle. Be careful what you wish for. You might get it, and it looks like you're going to. I feel like you're going to get more wishes than you knew you had. It's make a wish. I feel like you have to write it down too. Dreams, thoughts become reality. And it's also when you are heading towards a lot of joy, blessings, feeling like things are finally sprouting and blossoming and growing and becoming, receiving the right illumination that you need. The allowance to let something go. It's also if you're letting someone go or something go, having the openness and the unconditional love that it will come back, or he will come back, or she will come back if they desire to, if they want to, when they're ready to. It does look like for some of you, you have a passionate partnership. And I feel like this is a partnership that's not just love. Maybe this is different partnerships in your life. This has the potential where you can really work together. I feel like this is the ultimate business partnership card for me, the Two of Gabriel. But it's a partnership connected via spirit, because it's fire, it's rods, it's wands, which is your spirit, it's your soul. It's that light inside of you, that passion inside of you, that expansion energy, that attraction energy, that energy of expansion, creativity, and adventure, confidence as well. Make bold and ambitious choices, because great progress is possible. It's important relationships. Maybe you and someone else, maybe that's coming on in, or you know who that is. Maybe this is somebody who's going to be important. For some of you, if this is the upside down energy and somebody holding you back, maybe that's being let go of too. So the right energy that is protected by this bubble of spiritual protection, your angel can, I feel like you're walking along, you're walking hand in hand with someone. I feel like you're also walking on this deserted island. No man is an island, but I feel like this is something you and someone else are going to discover and grow together. People who share your vision. I hope this reading was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.